Ceruledge is a Pokemon that had a really good start in Generation 9, but fell off immensely after Regulation B. However, Ceruledge has been pretty popular as of recent, and it's been able to put in a lot of work in the online tournaments, including the Victory Road tournament recently. That was one of the biggest Regulation H tournaments so far, and getting 10th place there. We're going to be trying out and seeing how well it can perform. This is a Grassy Seed Ceruledge team. I've actually seen the core a lot of King Gambit, Primarina, Sneasler, Rillaboom, Ceruledge. It's been a pretty strong combination, especially with really good type synergy. And in the last slot, I think I've seen a mixture. I think I've seen Sinistra on one of the slots over the Electabuzz that was able to win a tournament. And then there's this Electabuzz one that was able to get 10th place at the VR tournament. So redirection is just really nice for Ceruledge to prevent a Terra if you can. And Follow Me is definitely a really strong one over Rage Powder. However, I think it has a lot of merit. This is a bulk up Ceruledge. Ceruledge able to do quite a bit. It's actually got some really good stats overall. Like, it has really solid SPDEF. Its attack power is pretty good. Its speed is pretty decent. It's not a bad Pokemon at all. And with bulk up covering its lower physical defense side, if you're able to pair it up and get that bulk up on Ceruledge, it can be a real monster to stop, especially with Bitter Blade. That is a pretty powerful fire move that's able to heal up some HP, which is incredible. The Poltergeist, a really strong ghost option that's able to do a lot of damage. And this one, strange one, is a Grassy Seed set. I've seen Clear Amulet, which I think was on the Sinistra set, which is great for Intimidate and Incineroar. And then this Grassy Seed set I thought was really interesting because it's able to prevent Ceruledge from taking too much damage from knockoff, even though you're a bit weaker to Intimidate and Incineroar. It might be a pretty worth trade-off. So we'll find out in this video if Grassy Seed is worth it or not. But I do think it has probably a lot of potential, especially paired with Rillaboom, which is a mon you're always going to pair with Ceruledge. Really good combination with the grass coverage to help out against the water types, U-turn and fake out coverage for helping Ceruledge set up. The Primarina, this one's mainly for the Dondozo matchup, able to do a lot of damage with the Hyper Voice, especially after a Throat Spray boost. Is specifically for that Dondozo Moonblast for decent fairy coverage overall. You have the Sneasler. This one's going to be a fast one. It's a great pairing next to Ceruledge because this one's running the coaching set, which is really nice to pair with Ceruledge. So you could actually just go straight for coaching plus an attack from the Ceruledge. Really strong, especially next to King Gambit, as well as it's really hard to stop King Gambit from doing a lot of damage because it is immune to the Intimidate thanks to Defiant, and also helps out the Ceruledge's Intimidate weakness because if they do want to bring Intimidate, they also have to get past the King Gambit, which is also problematic Pokemon as well. Coaching able to help out against the King Gambit and the Ceruledge, just boosting their attack and defense by one stage, which can be a really big factor in allowing them to enable a lot of damage. Focus Sash allows Sneasler to take at least one hit, fire back some really strong damage to threaten the King Gambit, which is annoying for Ceruledge and any other dark types like Hydreigon, for instance, and Dire Claw. This move, but it's really good against the fairy types like Clefable, for instance, where Clefable can be pretty annoying to the combo otherwise. We have the King Gambit standard Swords Dance. I think we all know what this Pokemon does. Does a lot of damage with Terra Dark, Black Glasses, Kowtow Cleave, especially after a Swords Dance boost. Finally, the Electabuzz, which I think is a cool combo, and Electabuzz pretty nice speed control. Follow Me is just always a great move. This Pokemon's immune to Spores and Sleep Powders, which is great. Taunt to shut down any Trick Rooms or any others try to set up. And then Protect, of course, to preserve the Electabuzz. If you would like to check out the details of the team and the creator, they'll be listed in the description down below. Garchomp, Hydreigon, Excadrill, Tyranitar, Rotom-Wash, Gardevoir. Ground stuff I'm not exactly that great against. I do have Primarina, which is pretty good against a lot of their team. Rillaboom's really good. I don't think I really like Electabuzz too much. I do like Sneasler though, but losing a Sash would not be super ideal. I think it's probably just a combination of Primarina. I do want to bring the Rillaboom. I think Ceruledge with the Grassy Seed might be able to come into play. Do I want Sneasler or do I want King Gambit? Both are not bad. I think I probably want Sneasler because I want a faster mon. Especially because it's faster than Hydreigon, faster than Rotom. I just think it's better. Like, King Gambit also can make a play, but I don't really see King Gambit with Sucker Punch doing as much as like Sneasler, just a fast attack here. So that's what I'm going to go for. The problem is I don't have switch-ins. I am leading with Primarina, which is like my Hydreigon answer. So we'll see. Excadrill Tyranitar leads. Okay. I don't really mind that. I get to go for Fake Out and the Hyper Voice, I think, this turn into the Tyranitar. Tyranitars usually don't carry Protect, so I should be able to get a free Hyper Voice. We'll also get to figure out like what the Tyranitar is right off the bat. We're going to Fake Out Hyper Voice. Excadrill could be Sash, which is fine. We have Grassy Glide. We're going to see a Terra immediately. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Tyranitar or Excadrill. Well, it has to be one of the two, right? Tyranitar is the one I thought. Yeah, Terra Flying. Yep. Okay. So we get to go for Fake Out and Hyper Voice. Let's see how much we're doing here. I get to confirm the Tyranitar speed here as well. No Protect on the Excadrill. Okay. Oh boy, they're going for this, aren't they? Okay, Tyranitar's fast in Primarina. Nice, I get the Hyper Voice off. That's pretty big. Goodbye, Excadrill. That's a nice KO. Ooh, critical hit. I don't know if it mattered, but well, definitely take it. Okay, Excadrill gone. Get the Throat Spray. I imagine the Tyranitar is probably faster than my Primarina. My Rillaboom is faster than a Tyranitar. That's good to know. Okay, Tyranitar is also taking consistent chip, and it's the one that Terra'd earlier. All right. So, who is coming out is the question. I don't think they're clicking Rock Slide. They should be clicking Terra Blast with the Tyranitar. Garchomp. Okay. I could go for a Wood Hammer. I could also just Moonblast, which is okay as well. I think my play is probably just to protect Primarina and go for a U-turn into the Tyranitar. Because I get to chip Tyranitar. Rillaboom is actually pretty good against the Garchomp. I don't think you Swords Dance in this position. If you have it even, I don't know if you would. Okay, they do click Stomping Tantrums in the Primarina. I imagine this is Terra Blast into the Rillaboom, and then that means I want to go out into Ceruledge because we do have the Grassy Seed, so we'll be able to tank the attack on Tyranitar. We're chipping away the Tyranitar a bit. I don't know if I want to commit to Terra yet. It's definitely something I am considering, though. We bring out the Ceruledge. With the Grassy Seed, we'll be able to tank an attack a bit better. They go for Terra Blast. Yep. Ceruledge, I'm hoping takes this okay-ish. Like maybe 30%. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Yeah, now it's just a question of Garchomp probably going to attack the... Well, I guess the question is, do I want to bulk up here? I guess the play here for me is just to always Moonblast the Garchomp and just bulk up. Because I'm fast in Tyranitar, we'll be at +2 defense. We should be able to tank one attack with ease, and then we can Bitter Blade our health back onto Tyranitar, which usually carry Assault Vest. So we're going to see Stomping Tantrum into the Primarina, picks up the knockout, which is a-okay. And then bulk up with Ceruledge. Life Orb Garchomp. Ooh. I might have to hit the Fake Out, though. I am risking Sand Veil, which isn't pleasant, but like I was okay with trying to risk it. Rock Slide. Yeah, we do tank one Rock Slide. All right, Bitter Blade and a Fake Out. The question is, can we hit the Garchomp? It is probably the Sandville Garchomp. And I think I do have to. Otherwise, we're in a really bad spot. I don't think Bitter Blade was knocked out the Tyranitar from the range it was at, though. This Tyranitar does have some really good defense. I could have went for Poltergeist, but I didn't think I had to risk the miss here. Let's just see what we can get with Bitter Blade. They protect Garchomp, which is really ideal, actually. Okay. They're stalling out their own sand, which is fantastic. I guess they were scared of maybe Fake Out plus Ghost Move into Garchomp. But I will take the recovery on the Tyranitar. The Tyranitar goes down. Nice. So no sand can be reset for the remainder of the game. Ceruledge also heals a bit. Terra Grass should allow me to live any move from the Garchomp. What's the last Pokemon is the question. Is it Hydreigon? Is it Rotom? What was the last? I can't remember what the last was. Take the sand. Should be the last turn of sand coming up. And then I really do like Sneasler in the end game. Is it Art of War? Huh. Okay, I was expecting it to be Gardevoir. That works out fine for me though. I should be the slowest thing with Rillaboom, so I think my play is always just to U-turn to Gardevoir and click Protect with the Ceruledge. If they double up Rillaboom, I feel Rillaboom should live in attack easily, like a Dragon Claw plus a Moonblast. So I think we're okay here. I think then Sneasler comes in. I get the Dire Claw the Gardevoir, and I Terra Grass my Ceruledge. I go for Stomping into the Ceruledge. Okay. Mystical Fire. Is that choiced? I have no clue, but that didn't really look like choice specs. It shouldn't be choice Scarf either because Garchomp out's better. You turn in a Gardevoir. Just to break a potential Focus Sash, we get to go out in a Sneasler now. It could have Earthquake, but I still think I'm okay here. We go out into our Sneasler. Sandstorm subsides. Perfect. Now I have an accurate Bitter Blade. I also have a more accurate Poltergeist, I suppose. We are just going to go for a Dire Claw into the Gardevoir. We're going to go for a Terra. We're going to go for a Bitter Blade into the Garchomp. Should do some decent damage, but also the recovery is probably the important one here. If Gardevoir is Protect, that's fine, because we do have Focus Sash on our Sneasler. So as long as it's not Scale Shot Garchomp, we should be okay there. And we still have a Rillaboom in the back. Grassy Glide should... I don't think it knocks out the Gardevoir at that range. It looks close, but probably not. It protects. Nice. Does Dire Claw does pick up the knock on Gardevoir, especially if you're Mystical Fire. It's like really unlikely. I think it had Protect. They used their Terra earlier on the Tyranitar. They do have Earthquake, not too surprising. Ceruledge ate that up. Sneasler hanging on. Okay. Life Orb, we already saw. Bitter Blade for consistent damage. Yeah, like we're chipping it away for the Rillaboom. Grassy Glide KO. I think Close Combat should pick up the knockout. If not, the Life Orb that the Garchomp recoil it will pick up the knockout. So nice. Close Combat will finish off the Garchomp. Beautiful. All right, not too bad, not too bad. Big KO on the Excadrill turn 1. Big chip damage, I think, into the Tyranitar immediately, and then was just able to set up a bit, get rid of that Tyranitar, and then had really good options against the ground type Garchomp, and Sneasler in the back was just able to outspeed everything after. And after we stalled out the sand, we were able to have accurate moves. If it was, did we confirm if it was Sandvale ever? I don't remember, but I think it was. All right, Armorage into the Sneasler, Amoonguss, Annihilate, and Archaludon. It's really weird seeing the Armorage into these stuff versus Ceruledge. All right, so I think Ceruledge is good against a lot of their team. Is this a loaded dice Amoonguss? I guess the loaded dice Bullet Seed. That was a thing in previous regulations. I think Ceruledge is really good. Like, I do want to bring Ceruledge. Do I bring... I'm trying to figure out what else I bring. I like Ceruledge Sneasler. I don't think it's bad, because if I do switch, it'll be into Rillaboom anyway. So I think I go with Ceruledge Sneasler because the bulk up, the threat of close combat into Archaludon's really nice. And I think in the back, I don't need Electabuzz. It's nice. It's not necessary. I might not mind it though. I don't really need Kingambit in this matchup. It can destroy, but I also gotta watch out for Sneasler. You know what? I'm gonna bring Electabuzz and I'm gonna bring Rillaboom. I guess I'll commit more to Ceruledge than I thought. I thought Primarina, but the thing about Primarina is I have no clue of how good it is in this matchup realistically. I don't. I'm trying to figure out. I feel like having redirection might be like really important for like a later part of the game where Ceruledge is taking damage. Primarina is just like an awkward mon sometimes that I can't really use consistently, and also Sneasler, yeah, that's a problem Pokemon. But we do have our Sneasler plus our Ceruledge out. Okay. Are you Terra Dark and are you going for the Dark move immediately is my question. I could go into Rillaboom immediately for my Sneasler slot, and I think I will, because I do think that is probably the best play, and I am just going to bulk up Ceruledge immediately. And the reason I think this is the safest play is because we'll have the defense boost from the grassy terrain. So if this is like Terra Dark move on this Sneasler, if this is just a Swords Dance Sneasler, we should be okay, because after a bulk up, we'll have +2 defense versus +2 attack. I went for the coaching, but I don't think it's necessary this turn. So we'll bring out Rillaboom. Okay, Grassy Terrain. So Expanding Force is also not a super threat. Also, are you gonna Dire Claw this Sneasler turn 1? It might be your option, but I don't know if the Entity has a Psychic move, so this is also a safer play. Helping Hand. All right, I had a feeling that there might have been something suspicious here. Oh, Rock Slide. Okay, we tank it pretty well with Ceruledge. Nice. No flinch. We are able to get the bulk up. All right, beautiful. If it's Rock Slide, that means it should have like no coverage. I think my best play is just to go for... I have to land eventually, right? I think we go for the Bitter Blade. We're going to target down the Sneasler. We're just going to hard swap into Electabuzz, because I'm not risking Dire Claw on my Rillaboom. We're going to see a hard swap. Oh, is this Armorge? No, that's Annihilate, I think. Yeah, Annihilate. Okay, we boosted a Rage Fist. It's not awful. Electabuzz going to come in, so we do have redirection to protect our Ceruledge. Oh, they click follow me. Okay, perfect. Nice. So we get to go for Bitter Blade into the Entity. Pretty good damage. Pretty good damage. There should be no move that threatens the Ceruledge now, so I should just be able to go for a bulk up once again and a taunt. I'm gonna taunt the... I guess the Annihilate slot? I don't really care too much about what Entity does, right? Because it's like Helping Hand. If we Trick Room, it doesn't change anything on the board. All on Me is not really that big of an impactor. Yeah, they go for Helping Hand again, but Annihilate's not knocking out Ceruledge at this range. It's just not. Oh, this is weakness policy stuff. It's 100% weakness policy stuff. Okay. So we taunted the Annihilate. We get another bulk up off. Okay, trying to make sure that I have a safe play here because I could see them switching out to Armorge if they have it. I feel like Armorge should be your switch into Entity. I'm kind of surprised they didn't go for that, but you know what? We're going to Poltergeist the Entity slot, and we're going to click Electroweb. Because I don't really care about the Defiant boost on Earthquake. It's really not doing anything. That was forfeit. I guess they couldn't be Ceruledge. I don't think they could be Ceruledge. I also was pinning down the Entity slot so they didn't have Psychic Terrain as an option. And if you can't switch out that slot, you also can't get the Earthquake weakness policy boost. They just had a really awkward spot. They just could not beat Ceruledge. They realistically just couldn't beat Ceruledge. Cleaver, Whimsicott, Entity, the Typhlosion, Hisui form, Hydreigon, Sneasler. All right. That Cleaver can be scary for sure. Kingambit can be. I really like having Ceruledge because it's just immune to anything that the Typhlosion can do, which is fantastic. I think I'm going to do Ceruledge plus the Electabuzz, and I actually like Sash Sneasler in the back and Primarine. Not Primarine, a Rillaboom. Kingambit's okay in this matchup. I don't think it's necessary. I definitely want the Grassy Seed boost on the Ceruledge, I think, in this matchup. Also to get rid of that Psychic Terrain from Entity. I want Sneasler because it's a faster threat against Hydreigon, which I think is like very valuable. Terra-wise, it's probably if I can get rid of the Sneasler, it is going to be the Ceruledge. But I could see myself needing the Terra. I don't think it's going to be Electabuzz. And I don't think it's going to be Rillaboom. Rillaboom is like, could be niche, I guess. Stellar Terra could be a play, I suppose, but it's not necessary. Let's see. All right. The Sneasler plus Entity lead. All right. Versus my Electabuzz and Ceruledge. I'm not really scared of this lead because I can't do anything to my Ceruledge. They could go for Sword Stance, I suppose. I was like, why is it taking so long? All right. Psychic Search. I do want to go for a bulk up here. There is the... All right. Psychic Seed. I went for bulk up. Gonna go for follow me. Not really much. Just safe, simple, classic. Not risking anything here. Helping Hand gonna come out. Is this close combat? All right, Electabuzz will follow me. That is a Dire Claw, okay. No status. Bulk up will come out from the Ceruledge. I think I knock out Sneasler, but I think you might have to follow me now. I'm gonna protect the Electabuzz and bulk up again because they can't punish the Ceruledge, I think, especially with a +1 defense. The question is, do I want to switch in a Rillaboom for the Electabuzz the next turn, or do I want to just follow me and sacrifice it? Follow me is nice for the Hydreigon, but Fake Out Pressure might also be good. They do follow me here, yes. I'd rather get another bulk up. Close combat or Dire Claw? Yeah. Nice. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, because if they want to knock out Electabuzz, they have to go for close combat. Dire Claw with Helping Hand didn't look like a... with the Helping Hand, it doesn't look like it KOs without one. I think I'm just going to go for a Bitter Blade into the Sneasler, and I'm just going to go on a Rillaboom. I might as well just have the Fake Out Pressure because the Sneasler doesn't have Protect. They're in a really tricky position. And next turn, I can also threaten Grassy Glide plus the Bitter Blade into the Sneasler. All right. Grassy Surge. Grassy Seed as well, so we're at +3 defense now. Really hard to knock me out. I did go for follow me. Perfect. And close combat. Nice, nice, nice. Until I saw that it just OHKO'd me. Sure. All right. Rillaboom goes down. I do get a Bitter Blade off. It could get ugly. Yeah, I didn't KO the Entity, which is what I thought. The fact that it's Rocky Helmet actually makes this annoying. Going Electabuzz, I think I have to detect here. I feel like you should Dire Claw to Ceruledge, but the thing is, if you go for a... Yeah, I really feel like you should Dire Claw the Ceruledge, but the thing is, I do need resources because I was expecting to get crit on the Switch. I was expecting to have a Rillaboom that was able to Grassy Glide the Entity and then Bitter Blade the Ceruledge. Okay, they do switch out here. I don't have priority, but yeah, we'll see. Explosion coming in. Okay. They get to find out I'm a Violet and they already saw my Grassy Seed, so that doesn't change anything. They go for Protect. Okay. I see what they're going for now. Okay, yeah, that's what makes it awkward. Entity is still around. They're probably going for close combat and Electabuzz, and they're probably Shadow Balling the Ceruledge. And they have specs. I have to Terra and I have to go for Poltergeist. What can I do with you? I probably have to follow me. Yeah, that stinks. That really stinks. This whole situation could have been avoided earlier with Rillaboom not getting crit, but game's not over, so I will play it out. The thing is, I can't Bitter Blade the Sneasler because if I Bitter Blade, then they get Indian, they follow me, and then it's like, it's not really a great spot. So we have to protect, we have to follow me with our Electabuzz. We're gonna see close combat come out. Yeah, picks up the knock on Electabuzz, so you think that this is the right call? I wish I kind of Electrowebbed, so I got Chip. Well, actually, no, Electro Chip doesn't do anything, even if I made the read the last turn. Shadow Ball gonna come out. Oh, we took that way better than I thought. Is that charcoal? That doesn't look like specs damage. Yeah, I was about to say, that didn't look like specs damage at all. Goodbye, Typhlosion. We go Sneasler. Who is the partner here? Indeedee? Okay. So I don't know what they're gonna clip with Infinity. Did we see Psychic earlier? I could go for like a coaching play, but Ceruledge should live one attack. Unless it's Helping Hand here. I'm actually kind of scared of Helping Hand. I think I'm going to go for Protect with Ceruledge, and I'm going to go for a coaching onto the Ceruledge. Because I'm scared of Helping Hand Dire Claw actually finishing off the Ceruledge after the chip. Oh, they go for Follow Me. Okay, this works. What did you do? What did you do with Sneasler? A Dire Claw. Okay. I mean, this works out perfectly for me because I do get the coaching off into Ceruledge. So I do get an extra defense boost. So if it was Helping Hand Dire Claw, less of a risk. Now I think it is. I think Ceruledge should easily eat the attack and get the health back with Bitter Blade. And we'll go for the Dire Claw into the NDD. Go Follow Me again? Okay. That's nice for me. Okay. No status, which is great. Rocky Helmet will chip me. That's fine. I get a Bitter Blade off into the into the Sneasler. We know it's not Focus Sash. We saw the Psychic Seed. Goodbye, Sneasler. And now it comes down to the last Mon, which not looking too good for them. I don't remember what they had on their team. Whimsicott is not a threat. Or what were the others? I cannot remember the others. It is the... Oh, it's the Cleaver. You have a bug move for Ceruledge? I guess we'll find out. I'm going for Bitter Blade, and I'm just going to go for a Dire Claw. Actually, I should just close combat twice, right? Because there's no spread move that screws me over here. Oh, that did a lot of damage. That did a lot. All right. Stone Axe, yeah. Even if you had crits, Sneasler was good enough to finish off the Cleaver anyway. Thank goodness. And then Bitter Blade finishes off the Cleaver. Okay. Huge. Ceruledge was able to set up against Sneasler, which is really nice because as long as no Dire Claw things happen, Sneasler is generally hard to really knock out Ceruledge. So Ceruledge is just good against that mon. It's good against quite a few Pokemon. Like in that instance, it was just really rough for my opponent to get rid of, especially because they didn't bring Hydreigon. Or did they have Hydreigon on this team? I can't even remember. They just didn't bring anything that really broke through, which is great. Hisuian, Ninetales, Rillaboom, Glamora, Rockrunet, Salamence, and Flamigo. I'm assuming this is just Scrappy Flamigo, unless there's some crazy strat involved here, which I don't really see. The biggest threats to me specifically probably are Salamence and the Glamora. Also, Flamigo could be a threat. Rockrunet can be as well. There's a lot of tough bonds here. I don't really like King Gambit. Other than, I mean, the thing is, my answer to Glim is usually King Gambit, I'd assume. So this is going to be awkward. Yeah, this is just going to be a strange game. I think I like Sneasler, though, as elite. Sneasler is actually pretty nice. Do I want to partner with, though? Do I want to go Ceruledge? The problem is just the Glamora. Glamora is really tough for my team. I mean, really tough. I think I'm going to do Sneasler plus Ceruledge. I think it's probably okay. I want Rillaboom in the back and probably Primarina or Electabuzz. I feel like it's probably, like, Prim is probably safer. But Electabuzz might give me better backups, I think, to Flamigo, which is a Pokemon I'm really, really scared about. Actually, I should have a Flying Switch in, because I realized with the Pokemon I'm bringing, I don't have a Flying Switch. I could have went a King Gambit route, but the problem is I'm really, really scared of the Flamigo. I think Flamigo is really scary. I could see it being a fighting move on Rillaboom on this team as well, since some Rillabooms have been carrying fighting moves for King Gambit with how prevalent it's been. Let's see. Ninetales, Flamigo. Okay, what am I supposed to expect here? I'm glad I let Ceruledge, and Sneasler's a pretty good lead because I can Dire Claw. I think I'm going to go straight for the coaching with Ceruledge. And I think I'm going to go for a bulk up with Ceruledge as well. I hope this isn't a straight up Aurora Veil plus. Well, I don't know. This could be straight up Aurora Veil. You are risking a bit against the Sneasler. The Sneasler can definitely cheese a bit here. But I do like the idea of just going for the bulk up plus coaching. Gain the defense boost immediately. I could go into Electabuzz the next turns. We're gonna see a Terra. Is this Ninetales? Because Diaclaw is threatening the Ninetales. Yeah, it is. Ghost, yeah. Well, I'm not super surprised. Okay, so this works out pretty well for me. Alright, so we get a coaching off into the Ceruledge. I wasn't sure if Ninetales had Protect or they would try to Terra here. This works out really well for me. You get an Aurora Veil up. That's fine. I am going to have my own boosts on my Ceruledge. What's the Flamigo going for? Bird? U-turn. Okay. Alright. Critical hit on my Sneasler is not enjoyable, but still not terrible. I guess Glamora is going to be a bit of a pain, huh? A Rock Grenade. Huh. Okay. You have Encore on the Ninetales? Because that's going to be a big factor. I feel like my best play is just to go out in an Electabuzz and click Protect with my Ceruledge. Because if it is Encore on the Ninetales, we can redirect it. Or they might Blizzard to cover for Terra, which is fine too. Because Electabuzz should be able to tank the attacks just fine. We can stall out some Aurora Veil turns as well. Are you Encore? Yep. Okay, perfect. Had a feeling. I'll Altaria down to Ninetales the next turn, I think. Liquidation. Yeah, we tanked that very well. Nice, no defense drop either. Follow me. I'm gonna Poltergeist. Because Bitter Blade probably doesn't knock out the Ninetales, and I also want to see if it's like Clay or if it's a different item like Covert Cloak or something. Go for Moonblast. I think Liquidation KOs me, right? Nice. Oh, Focus Sash. Okay. Sure. I'll bring out Rillaboom and Grassy Glide afterward. And we also get our Grassy Seed. I don't think I want to Terra my Ceruledge. Yeah, I don't want to Terra my Ceruledge, actually. I'm going into Rillaboom. I'm clicking Grassy Glide into the Ninetales, and I'm going to go for a Bulk Up again. So we'll be, what, +4 defense? I think we'll take a Rockwind attack. I'm just trying to play super cautiously against the Flamigo. Yeah, I Grassy Glide. They could switch, but that's fine. Another Bulk Up. Because Ceruledge should be able to heal back from the liquidations pretty easily, and then just Bitter Blade through the team. Glamora is just a questionable Pokemon here. Because I might have to make a raid against the Glamora. But they already used our Terra, which is nice, so it can't Terra out of anything, so I can go for like Woodhammer into close combat. Ninetales is going to retreat. Flamigo? Yeah. Perfect. Unfortunately, my left slot is pinned, but that's alright. Bulk Up. I don't think I have to target a Rockwind. Oh, they Leech Life for some reason. Okay. I'm surprised they went for the Leech Life. Maybe they're expecting to Terra from Ceruledge, but that works out really well for me. I guess I'm just going to get damage on the Araquanid with Grassy Glide, and I'm going to go for a Bitter Blade. Let me turn some Snow left. One turn of Aurora Veil. Okay. I'm 100% going for the Bitter Blade into Flamigo. Just get the bit of damage into the Araquanid. The thing about Water Bubble is does half my Bitter Blade, so I don't have accurate attacks. Oh, they went for Protect. Interesting. This is Brave Bird, right? Into Rillaboom? Yeah. Okay. So I got a free switch back into Sneasler. Sneasler's faster than Ninetales, so I didn't mind this. If I hit Poltergeist, I just knock out a Rockwind. So that's why I was way okay with this. Here comes Bitter Blade. I think Flamigo might have been range of Dire Claw, so I could have went for the Dire Claw into Poltergeist plan, but I still think this works out fine for me. Snow stops, Aurora Veil stops. Yep. All right, Sneasler in. I wonder if we could get back our Focus Sash if they play too passively. Rillaboom gonna come in. Okay. I don't see how they're beating Ceruledge. I just don't see how they're beating this mon. All right, Sneasler in. I'm gonna go for Bitter Blade twice, I think. I think Bitter Blade twice is okay. They go for whatever here. They fake out my Sneasler, sure. I don't think, unless the Rillaboom has high horsepower, it should be A-okay. Because Bitter Blade? Yeah, it's a 2-shot. I think Dire Claw finishes off the Araquanid too. They went for a Liquidation to Sneasler. I guess they were hoping for Aurora Veil, but yeah, they didn't bring anything for Ceruledge. Or they did in the Araquanid, but I was able to set up and get like all my defense boosts immediately. Leftovers on the Araquanid. Actually, does Dire Claw pick up the knockout? Maybe, maybe not. If the Rillaboom is slow, I think Ceruledge should outspeed. I'm just gonna Dire Claw and I Bitter Blade because they need to avoid the luck on the Araquanid slot. Yeah, they protect Araquanid, so I do get a free Bitter Blade off into the Rillaboom. All right, first you need a fast Rillaboom. That is step number 1 for them. And they're not fast, so they just lose the game because Bitter Blade knocks at the Rillaboom. And then I just fast Dire Claw to Ninetales. I fast Bitter Blade to Araquanid. I KO. So yeah. I was just able to get like an immediate setup on my Ceruledge. And I was able to really just steer. They really did not have many great options against it. And because I was able to get Electabuzz in and not like fall into the Encore trap, I was in a really great spot. Ninetales in. But yeah, we just Dire Claw. We go for Liquidation. Or not Liquidation, Bitter Blade, and we're good. I'm surprised they didn't bring Lamora. Because I felt like Lamora is like one of your best mons to it, but maybe they thought like a Araquanid would have been enough. But yeah, they did not get into a position where it was able to actually do damage to my Ceruledge. So, Dire Claw finished off the Ninetales. Probably doesn't have Protect because it was Encore, Aurora Veil. Maybe Encore and Moonblast or Blizzard or whatever moves it was. It Moonblasted my Electabuzz earlier. Bitter Blade? Should finish off Ceruledge or Araquanid. Yep. Ceruledge. Nice clean KOs. Nice clean KOs. Did not care about the team. I don't even remember if we took damage. Did we take damage? I don't think we did. But we would have healed it all right back. All right, we have a Rillaboom, Golden Go, the Pelipper, Hisuian Arcanine, the Archaludon, and Garchomp. Let's see. Range should be. I mean, Pelipper is really scary for Ceruledge. Like, it is not one of the not one of the most fun mods for Ceruledge to handle. This is probably Golden Go is a bit weird. I don't know what kind of set this is. That's the problem. What are they going to bring against me is going to be a big question. I don't mind Electabuzz plus Primarina, I think. Yeah, Electabuzz plus Primarina is actually pretty solid for the most part. Like Electro Shot, Hyper Voice seems pretty good. Sneasler is pretty decent. The problem is it does get walled by Golden Go. In game, it's pretty good. I don't know if it's worth it, but it's either King Gambit. I feel like if I can get rid of Pelipper early, Ceruledge could do really well in this matchup. I do kind of want to try to use it, so I think I'll try out the Ceruledge, and I'm gonna bring Rillaboom to support it. Like, I do think that maybe Sneasler might give me the better odds, but I think I can win, and I don't think it's that much higher. Because having a mon that's faster, but the thing is, if I'm leading like this Electabuzz Primarina, I'm going for attacks in Archaludon, I'm giving it stamina boost, which means it's not really helping my cause of like, oh, I get to close combat it later. But yeah, so we see gold plus Archaludon, which is an interesting lead. Okay. I'm going for Electroweb. And I think I'm just going to click Hyper Voice. Do I think this is Power Herb? Are you Power Herb on this team? I don't know. I think I'm okay with firing off a Moonblast. Or maybe just protecting and finding out. You know, I'm gonna protect Primarina. Okay, we're gonna see a switch, so I regret not attacking here. Rillaboom? Rillaboom comes in. That makes sense. I do have Ceruledge, so I'm not like too concerned about the Rillaboom. Unless the gold attacked. I kind of wish I hyper voiced. All right. Oh, it's choiced. This is weird. Choice specs for the Violet. I did go for the Electroweb here. Now I have a choice specs Electabuzz. Huh. This is a weird position. Granted, it's playable. I'm just going to go for Electroweb and I'm going to swap out a Ceruledge. I don't think they're going to Shadow Ball into Primarina immediately. I think this is Make It Rain or they're going to Shadow Ball the Electabuzz. It'd be funny if they trick back. But I'm going to Ceruledge. I don't know if they're going to U-turn. Wood Hammer's completely fine. They go for Fake Out and Electabuzz, sure. Make It Rain? Okay, I guess that doesn't matter because I had a Violet. I guess they would have wanted my Throat Spray. It's just funny how these interactions go. So Golden Go won't carry Protect, so I can go for Electroweb Poltergeist if I want. And I think I will probably go for it. I could go for Bulk Up, but it doesn't really change anything here. Poltergeist hits Star Caledon, which I think you should probably switch in on the Golden Go slot. I don't think you Terra Steel here in front of Bitterblade unless you switch into Pelipper, which I'm hoping then but then again you're switching in Pelipper on an Electroweb. Yeah, Caledon comes back in, which is not too surprising. Okay, I will lower that speed. Rillaboom gonna Terra, so this is Terra Fire. That's actually pretty nice for later parts of the game. Yeah, okay. I would have liked a bulk up there, but otherwise this is still pretty acceptable. Electroweb. Not bad damage, actually. Not bad damage. Arcaladon, are you stamina? You're not stamina, so you were sturdy. It is power, but I had a feeling. It was. Okay. Oh, that's good damage. High horsepower. That's a lot. Okay, was expecting the high horsepower? Sure. It's really funny because I feel like I could just keep going for Electrowebs. Is it Pelipper back? I can't tell at this point. I cannot tell at this point. I think I just switch out Electabuzz. I go into Rillaboom and I'm just going to protect the Ceruledge. Because I think Follow Me might be actually good in the later parts of the game. We'll find out, I suppose. Rillaboom gonna come in. All right. A Draco, that's okay. Actually works out really well, actually, because Ceruledge should be able to eat one attack later on. Yeah, they go for a high horsepower. Perfect. All right, I guess I'm just gonna fake out the Rillaboom and I'm gonna bulk up with Ceruledge so I can get a +1 defense to take the Rillaboom attacks a bit better. All right, since it's sturdy Arcaladon, it just makes it so much easier. I'm going to fake out. I'm going to go for bulk up. Pelipper is still a concern, though, but I do have a Electabuzz that is waiting to punish that Mon. So we'll find out. They also, it's kind of weird for them because they don't know like if I want to attack here with Poltergeist, because Poltergeist would be pretty devastating. So they're actually going to stay in, yeah. They get a bulk up off. All right, beautiful. Should live any attack from Arcaladon. They go for Electroshock into Ceruledge, which is perfectly fine. Perfect. Let's see the remaining parts of this game. Yeah, Ceruledge ate that up. Perfect. I could Bitterblade, I could Poltergeist the Rillaboom. There's a lot of plays I could make here. Grassy Terrain disappears from the battlefield. Actually, no, that's perfect, I think. Bitterblade should knock out Arcaladon. I don't know if Ceruledge lives to high horsepower. I guess if I do if I Terra. But then I'm weak to gold, Make It Rain. I definitely U-turn here. I think I will Bitter Blade and try to get the recovery. Nice, they didn't protect. Beautiful. I get all that HP back, which is amazing. Okay. All that HP back, we get to go back into Electabuzz, and then Electabuzz can go for Electroweb, which is actually really nice. As we U-turn. We could bring in Prim too. I don't think Prim's the best play. We'll see. I will bring out Electabuzz, I think. Because against Pelipper, it's still really useful. Oh, they went for Woodhammer too, so that's actually more ideal. Oh, they crit me. Okay. I don't think that's bad, though. Yeah, that's not that bad. I'm going out into Primarina. Do I think Make It Rain KO Ceruledge is a good question. I do think the Woodhammer crit probably mattered. But let's see. So is this Pelipper or is it... Unless you don't have Pelipper, it's Arcanine back. Oh, I feel like I'm okay. I feel like I'm okay. All right. Primarina in. Oh, it's Rockhead. Okay, what was your last? It was gold. As long as I have one of these healthy, I should be fine against it. I'm gonna go for a Hyper Voice. And I'm going for the Poltergeist into Rillaboom. Because of the Electrowebs, I should outspeed. We should be okay. We're gonna see the swap here, which is actually really good for me. Because gold is taking some pretty big damage. Hey, protect. Oh, that's great. That's great. It's Rockhead on this team, so I thought it'd be Choice Band. Works out. Oh, shoot. I forgot I doesn't have an item. Oh, that's actually kind of bad. I completely forgot about that. Well, you can only knock out one, right? Unless you do have Head Smash. It should be Head Smash, right? But into who? It's not Choice Band, so it's not getting enough KOs. Oh, boy. I think I Hyper Voice. I don't think I really have much of a choice. I lost my speed control as well. I think I'm going to Terra Grass. I'm going to go for Poltergeist into the Arcanine. Yeah. Let's see if I'm right. Head Smash won't KO either Pokemon, or at least it won't KO Ceruledge. I don't know about the Primarina. I think it depends on what your set is. On the Arcanine, like what item are you? So we will Terra Grass here. Oh, they Head Smash that. Perfect. As I'm able to tank it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You go for Thunderbolt. Okay, this was just a losing play. I don't get why they did that, because did they forget that it was... What? Focus Sash is suing Arcanine with Rockhead. That's crazy to me. Okay. Sure. Sure. Rillaboom gonna come in. And I do have a guaranteed victory, I think. By going for Hyper Voice and going for Bitter Blade. They fake out the Ceruledge to knock it out with the crit, but Hyper Voice will KO. No matter what they did, I had enough turns to get recovery with Bitter Blade, and then I also had fake out support my own Rilla with Bitter Blade and Ceruledge. I get 2 Bitter Blades off, plus a fake out. They KO'd Primarina. Okay. Not the order that I expected. The fact that they got that was a 5-head switch from the gold. I felt like I was pinning the gold slot, and then I forgot that they tricked the Ceruledge earlier to get rid of that Violet, so I couldn't poltergeist that slot. But luckily, I don't know why they made. I'm surprised did they not have Rock Slide? Rock Slide make it rain made more sense in that position than Head Smash, but they were, I guess, assuming Ceruledge was not going to tear up because I wasn't tearing for most of the game, I guess, at that point. But I felt like, okay, I lived any attack from the Golden Go probably, and I lived any attack from the Hisuian Arcanine. They have to double and commit, which means I get free attacks with the other. I had Grassy Glide still on the real boom. I felt like I was probably okay, but could have been dicey. Alright, Crocodile, Hisuian Decidueye, Electabuzz, Talonflame, Golden Go, Primarina. This could be definitely really, really tricky. Alright, Imagine's Nasty Plot Gold, which might... Okay, so King Gambit would be good against Nasty Plot Gold, but it's not good against the Hisuian Decidueye. I do have quite a bit here that I have to think about. I like Ceruledge. I like Rillaboom a lot. It's just a gold can be scary. But I think I don't mind Electabuzz with Ceruledge lead. Rillaboom in the back, and then last Pokemon. Do I want Primarina or do I want Sneasler? I might want King Gambit. Sneasler, not that great in this matchup, other than like faster than Hisuian Decidueye and Crocodile, which I don't think I need. Primarina, I probably have enough answers to. Yeah, I don't think I need Sneasler. I think I go King Gambit. I think I do go King Gambit. It just really depends. If I guess wrong and this is Choice Specs Gold, I'm in a lot of trouble at the start because of how I'm going to probably play. I'm playing this probably like it's Nasty Plot Gold because I think that if you're running Redirection with Electabuzz, I think you need a setup mon, and the mon that makes the most sense with setup is gold on their team. So I'm trying to figure out A, what their Terra could be, because that's going to be pretty important. B, if I can just start setting up with Ceruledge, which I hope I can. Talonflame Crocodile is not a lead I expected here. Okay. Ceruledge and Electabuzz. Like, this was the worst possible lead. Okay. I'm gonna try to do some maneuvering, I think. I'm gonna go for a Electroweb. This is not a great lead. I could go Rillaboom and bulk up here. I do have to take the Intimidate drop though, so I have to live with that, but I think it might be okay. You know what? I'm gonna bulk up. I'm gonna bulk up and just go for it because I don't think it's too bad. I don't know what the Talonflame's clicking. That's the problem. It could be Taunt here, but I'm hoping it's taunting my Electabuzz slot. And maybe a knockoff, but we'll see. Okay, Grassy Seed. Are you Brave Birding? Oh, they protect Talonflame. Okay, to cover for an Electabuzz attack. Is this knockoff? Yeah, perfect. Oh, that damage. What the heck was that damage, man? Is that choiced? Oh, no, that might have been choiced. Oh, that might have been choiced. Oh boy. We're playing risky, I guess. I'm gonna go King Gambit. I think I'm gonna protect Ceruledge. Oh boy, that's not good. I don't know if they're gonna retreat here or anything, or if they're just gonna go for the Brave Bird. I'm just gonna try to see how we play it out. I'm bringing out the King Gambit on a Brave Bird potential. At least we know it's choice, so like it can only be knockoff into King Gambit if they do. And that means I could Swords Dance, which isn't that bad, I guess. They do Brave Bird the Ceruledge slot. Is this knockoff in a King Gambit? Oh, I could have gotten an Electabuzz there. That would have been so good. Okay. I think I'm swords dancing with King Gambit. And I think I retreat back in Electabuzz. This might be a weird position, but you know what? I don't hate it. I need Ceruledge because I lose to Decidueye if I don't. I don't know what this Talonflame set is. It might be a Life Orb, but I don't think a Life Orb Flare Blitz gets me. Willow is fine too. It's not great, but it's not terrible because I can Swords Dance again. Okay. A knockoff. All right. All right. King Gambit gets to +2. We can get to +4. Yeah, it's not a great start. I do think that this is definitely winnable, but it's like really tricky. I'm going for Electabuzz because you have to double up the Electabuzz to pick up the knockout into Electabuzz. I think Talonflame might protect and Crocodile finally switches out because I just don't think knockoff is like a great reward here for them. But we'll see. They've been playing really aggressive with the Crocodile. Knockout doesn't KO. Well, actually, you know, I had the Violet boost. Does it KO? Well, they went for a Brave Bird. They targeted down the Electabuzz. Sure. I keep getting the Protect Mind Games wrong because I could Protect Electabuzz. All right. Swords Dance with the King Gambit. So now we're at +4. Granted, I do have outs. I'm going to Rillaboom. I'm going to go for a Sucker Punch into Talon. I am +4. I think I knock out the Talon. And I'm going to U-turn out the Crocodile. If they knock off again, sure. Maybe their whole job is just to try to get Chip for the... What's it called? Maybe it's to get Chip. Okay, they gave me the Sucker Punch. I KO'd the Talon. I guess I could have got a double knockout. But they didn't get Tailwind up, which is actually kind of nice. Because if I'm faster than their... If I'm faster than their... What's it called? The Decidueye, it's actually a pretty big deal. Alright, we're going out into Ceruledge. We get a bit of grassy terrain healing. It's playable. Terra Dark Sucker Punch might be my option here into Crook. Grassy terrain, I think, expires this turn, or is it the next turn? Yeah, this turn. Okay. All right, who is knocking on my door here? It could be Gold, but we have Sucker Punch, so I'm not too concerned about it. But they could have Terra. Yeah, we've lost a lot of resources, but I mean, we could have got the double knockout. I really could have just Grassy Glided, but the Decidueye does come out, yeah. It's flying! Alright. Gonna go for a gamble. Gonna Sucker Punch the Crocodile. I'm gonna Bitter Blade the Decidueye here, hoping that they go for... One, I don't know over faster. I have no idea what the speed tiers are gonna be. I wouldn't be surprised if this is like a very fast Decidueye. I do have to Terra King Gambit anyway. Ceruledge Terra doesn't do anything in this position. And neither does a Rillaboom Terra in the end game. So King Gambit Terra, power up that Sucker Punch, threaten the Crocodile, and they're switching out into Electabuzz. This actually makes a lot of sense. This is a strong play from them. This makes a lot of sense because they were... because now they get to position, I guess, the Decidueye next to the Electabuzz, which actually makes this weird. But yeah, they did force a Terra out of me. I will be getting Leftovers recovery, which is good. And this should KO Crocodile. +4, Terra Dark. Yeah. King Gambit Insane. All right, beautiful. And then Bitter Blade into the Electabuzz. Good damage. Very, very good damage. Okay. I have fought back. I have fought back in this crazy position. We're going to see the Decidueye come out. I'm going for Kowtow into Decidueye. The question is, what am I doing with Ceruledge? The reason I Kowtow to Decidueye is in case they try to protect Electabuzz. I feel like you're always clicking follow me, but it really should. Feel like if I want a chance... Okay, if I want a chance, I go Rillaboom here, actually. Yeah, no, Rillaboom's always the play. The reason I go Rillaboom is because they have two options, right? They're going to attack the... If they do attack, they're going to target down the Ceruledge, or they're going to target down the Rillaboom. If they target... I mean, the Kingambit, or they're going to target down the Ceruledge slot. If they target the Kingambit slot, I get Ceruledge in next to Rillaboom. I can click Fake Out plus Bulk Up. And if that's not the case, then... If they target down this slot, I get rid of the Electabuzz, and then I can focus down the Decidueye. They do follow me here, which is not too surprising to me. They triple arrows. Okay, so they don't have close combat, which is good for my Kingambit. That's really good for my Kingambit. As Kowtow should beat the Electabuzz. The question is, can I clean up this endgame? Who's faster between Decidueye and Ceruledge? It might be Ceruledge by the way they're playing. But I don't know. All right, we're going out into Ceruledge. We always double protect here because I don't think it's set up to Decidueye, and I always get a bit of leftovers coming on the Ceruledge, which might help out with the triple arrows. I also get to scout if they have like a tech move or a Terra, which I completely forgot they had Terra actually. Like I really have. Airfire. Okay. So they're probably targeting now the Kingambit slot. Now I have a Sucker Punch into a Poltergeist I can go for. Okay, awesome. I just wanted the Grassy Terrain healing. I might have fallen for it if they actually saved a Terra for the next turn. So this worked out. Okay, triple arrows, the Kingambit. Yep. Okay. Time to Sucker Punch. Time to Sucker Punch. And Poltergeist. Or do I bulk up here? I feel like the play is always to bulk up. I mean, I always get the Sucker Punch off. Actually, I should bulk up because if they do have if they have Sucker Punch of their own, then it's always better for me to bulk up here. I forgot that's a move. Okay. Upper Hand. I do get a bulk up with Ceruledge, which is nice. Kingambit couldn't attack here. I mean, I think I just go for a Sucker Punch again. And I think I go for a... I think I bulk up again. Yeah, I'm just going to bulk up again. I don't care if they upper hand. I don't care because I think Ceruledge is set up to beat the Decidueye now. We'll see. I would really, really love them not to go for the upper hand, but we'll find out. Yeah, they got two Sucker Punch mind games right here. Sucker Punch. Oh, we just deleted the Decidueye. Okay. So they were forced to upper hand there, and even then, like, Ceruledge would have cleaned up afterward. Oh my goodness. What a comeback. I did not think Bandit Crook was going to be the thing that was, like, destroying me at the start of the game. There were a lot of plays I got wrong, too. Like, there was a chance I could have switched in Electabuzz for free and Protect. There was a chance where I could have just protected Electabuzz that one turn and been in a phenomenal spot. But I guess it's not how you start, it's how you finish. But yeah, there were just mistakes in that game. But luckily, I got like the really crucial turns right, which was the Talonflame attacking. And I guess the Decidueye doubling out, which really ended up working out for me. Because I think they were just trying to bait a Terra from the Kingambit because I didn't Terra yet. And yeah, like if I Terra there, I don't think triple arrows knocks out the Kingambit. So as long as Kingambit was around, I still had like a pretty decent shot, especially next to Ceruledge. All right, let's go over the games. And game one had a great start, not getting flinched by the Excadrill and eliminating it turn one. Once I got rid of the Tyranitar and Gardevoir, the Ceruledge with Terra Grass alongside his partners were able to beat the Garchomp once sand subsided, so no Sandville shenanigans. In game two, Rock Slide Sneasler but the Grassy Seed boost on Ceruledge helped it tank alongside getting a bulk up and then couldn't break through to Ceruledge. In game 3, a great start until Rillaboom got crit on the switch. But luckily, the Ceruledge was able to fire back some knockouts alongside no Dire Claw side effects to come back and win. In game 4, my opponent really did not respect the Ceruledge enough that was able to set up and sweep the game after enough boosts. In game 5, strange sequencing with the Golden Go, especially with the tricks, but no Pelipper made Ceruledge much more effective against my opponent, and was able to get a great Terra, losing none of my Pokemon to a Head Smash or Thunderbolt combination, allowed me to get a double knockout in response. In game 6, an awful beginning with the Choice Band Crocodile doing way more damage than I thought, but got a clutch Talonflame knockout and was able to get Decidueye alone in a 1v2 against Ceruledge and the boosted King Gambit. Ceruledge was pretty good. It's a strong mon, and Grassy Seed is pretty incredible because it is an item that can consistently be used throughout the battle. If your opponent doesn't have Intimidate, it's not really as effective for clear amulets, so having an item that was always able to proc, also being able to reduce knockoff damage, was actually pretty nice for the Ceruledge. I was actually a huge fan of Grassy Seed. Only downside is if they do have Intimidate, you do have to play around it, but you do have your own bulk up you can set up. You have the coaching that you can stack on with Sneasler, Haze on the Primarina, and you have King Gambit that threatens with Defiance, so can be pretty nice. I have no idea how accurate my spreads are. I assume that they could be very different. Like, the only one I could guess really is the Sneasler. Everything else was just going to be up in the air. The Ceruledge I made on this one was a little bit faster than Pelipper because I want to outspeed some Rillaboom, and I just wanted some speed because I thought Ceruledge, if it's already having bulk ups, I think it's already going to be able to tank most of the attacks, especially with the redirection help from the Electabuzz, so I wasn't too concerned about like its overall bulk, and it was able to tank a lot of attacks. The King Gambit, just a straightforward one. The Primarina, I don't think it needs speed, although Electroweb could have made it maybe like a faster Primarina, maybe a faster Rillaboom. And I don't know if it's Adamant or Jolly Sneasler. I just wanted Jolly because just outspeeding things like Mousehold, Guaranteed, and Whimsicott I felt like was pretty nice. Overall, really solid recreation. I hope that it was solid enough at least, but I was pretty satisfied with it. If you want to try it out, there is no rental code because I do not have rental code slots available, unfortunately, because I do have a lot of current teams that I am going to be posting. So if you do want to try it out, there is a payment available in the description down below. Also, just because I don't know how accurate this recreation is, so there is that. Feel free to mess around with it and let me know what you would change if you do try out the team. But otherwise, you should check out my other videos, try out my other teams as well, and subscribe to the channel for more VGC content as always.